in both situations, they've been rear-ended in an accident. We begin with Stephanie's question. Go ahead.
Hi. I was involved in an accident. There were 4 cars in the accident back in August, and I was rear-ended by 2 other cars. One of them hit the other one, and they both hit me, and they were both doing at least 50 miles an hour. Who do I need to file a claim against? The last person in the very back, or both of the people that hit me?
Go ahead, Chase. Start us off.
You potentially might have a case against both of them depending upon how exactly the accident went down. And so if the car that was right behind you hit you and then another car came up and hit that car, that's actually 2 separate collisions. And you'll be able to pursue both of those vehicles' insurance to help pay for your medical bills and make you whole. But from what you said that the car at the very end of the line struck that car, and those 2 cars were pushed into you. So in that situation, it's just going to be that rear vehicle, since they caused all of the other collisions to start happening, and they're going to be at fault for all of those small collisions that happen after that first car causes the initial accident.
And one thing to add to that, Chase, so you can have a situation like you're saying where that's believed to be the case, that everybody's kind of in agreement that that's what happened. But a lot of times you have cases where it's multi-car. There's a lot of conversation about, well, did you feel 1 impact? Did you feel 2 impacts? Was it, you being impacted then impacting someone else? So, and what happens is that we call it the empty seat. So there's a difference between a claim and a suit. So in this situation, if you're filing a claim, it's exactly what Chase says. You want to file that claim against the party in the back, the vehicle in the very back of the scenario. If you're filing suit, you're going to want to file suit against all 3 vehicles. And the reason for that is when you get into depositions and interrogatories and the things that take place in a suit, they're going to make an argument that, well, are you sure there was 2 hits? Are you sure there was only 1 hit? And they're going to try to cloud the water a little bit. And if you don't have these other parties in the suit to say, no, that's not right, there was only a single hit, then we have what you call in the business the empty chair. And so when you have an empty chair, everybody wants to point and blame the empty chair. So even if you get a suit in the mail and you say, I was not at fault for this, the reason for that is you have to throw a wide net. And then once the suit is, once you're getting into information and you start to find out about things, then you let people out of the suit. But you don't want to just bring a suit against a single entity when it could be multiple entities, because then you're left with, well, I'm only 10% at fault and y'all didn't even sue the people that were 20, 30, 40, 50%, 60% at fault. So a lot of times that happens. If it's a claim, Chase is dead on it. You want to go after that person that's at fault, the one in the back. If you have to file suit, then it's generally going to be because of causation, and that's going to create having to have all of them be in the suit.
Wow. Empty chair.
Empty chair. It's a common phrase. Yeah.
Love that. Wow.
If you're in the courtroom and there's, I'm suing you, right? And then there was another person that was involved, but it's not there. Well, your defense is going to be, why is that chair empty right there? Where's that guy?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
Wow.
In court, when you have an empty chair there, you can get the jury to award a lot of bad things against that person who's not actually there,
That's exactly right.
And so sometimes it's not good when you start the lawsuit out to have that empty chair, but then you realize some of the arguments that can be made in front of a jury can actually help the case by the fact that it is an empty chair.
Makes sense.